Australia, resource-rich, land of opportunity. One of the wealthiest countries in the world. But we're also one of the most unequal.
The rich are getting richer and the poor are getting poorer. It wasn't so obvious 10 years ago, but now it is becoming very obvious.
After 25 years of relentless economic expansion, nearly 3 million live below the poverty line.
I got to see a side of poverty that I actually didn't even know existed, you know?
They're stuck on the bottom rung.
We're sick and tired of not being heard and sick and tired of struggling. There's not enough money being put back into the people.
Feeling left behind in the land of the fair go.
Even these sewer rats have a place in society, and I'm the odd one out.
In this series, we hear from those whose lives are a daily struggle.
We're not terrorists, we're humans. We're Aussies, you know what I mean?
The forgotten battlers trying to make ends meet, and hear from those trying to help.
If we don't give them a bed or a couch, where else do they go?
And the families trying to hold things together.
And my dream is just never give up. And I'm doing this for my kids, my family, my wife.
But when the system turns against you...
We've got no assistance. We've got no help.
Don't manhandle me.
And the ones that are hurt are the ones you love.
Oh, look, come on, you're scaring my son. This is what it takes to remove me from my house.
That's when you could end up on Struggle Street. In a time of cuts to the public purse, an age-old debate is surfacing. Which of Australia's poor and dispossessed actually deserves a fair go? Is it fair to blame some and not others for being on Struggle Street?
Well, there's some people that need a lot of help and there's others that are just bludgers. And it's bad for other people.
Some people don't deserve to be on the dole where they should be working instead of sitting on their butts and smoking their drugs and chips.
But then you never know anyone's backstory, you know what I mean? Like, you don't know what that person's been through.
I'm a welfare recipient. I have 2 kids. I have a carer's payment for my kids because both of them are disabilities.
They could have been homeless for 3 years. You know, their family could have left them, you know what I mean? You don't know.
You are a scallywag. You are.
For Michael, his path to Struggle Street started with him being bullied at school.
A scallywag.
It led to him trying heroin as a teenager, years of addiction, and ultimately homelessness.
Leave the cats alone. Come on.
Living in the inner west Melbourne suburb of Seddon, he's now kicked the habit, but remains on a disability pension for anxiety and depression.
Sorry, say that bit about Colac again and the solicitors.
Last time we saw him, his luck had taken a turn for the better after he got a brand new set of teeth and his brother Stephen gave him their recently deceased mother's car.
So we just want to sell the house and wrap up all these assets and pay Mum's mortgage out and just finalise everything. That's what we're really keen to do.
But fortunes can change quickly on Struggle Street. Today, he's just received a call from a lawyer informing him his cousin wants to be the will's executor.
Look, I've had no experience with wills. Does the house money go into a trust account? So if she doesn't get the money for the proceeds from the sale... All right, ta-da. With Mum's estate, there was my cousin was appointed executor, but she stood down, and now she's wanting to be executor again because you can get a fee for doing it. I've never done anything to her my whole life, had nothing to do with her. And Mum went and stayed with her for 1 month and makes her executor of something as important as a will. We got a lawyer to do all the work, and we're about to proceed with probate and selling the house. And now that has to all stop. And we have to repeat the whole process with another lawyer, someone that doesn't even have our interests at heart.
Oh, I'm glad I got a beer. I'm an alcoholic, Whittle. I can feel alcoholism getting a hold of me. I can actually feel it. I learned a lot about addiction with drugs, but I never used to drink. Now I'm drinking because I'm stressed. And that's not good, is it? I'll tell you what's worse, not drinking when you're stressed.
Michael's still not clear how much he might get from the sale of his mother's house. This new development has thrown him into a spin, so he decides to try to get his brother on side.
I'm telling you, we need a lawyer to represent us, just to make sure everything goes smoothly and doesn't rip us off more than we have to be ripped off. I can't convince you that we need a lawyer to just look after things on our end. He just hung up. He's nuts. Oh, idiot. All right, so I have to spend 10 grand of my own money. Oh, what a quid.
But Michael's bad luck doesn't just stop with his mother's will.
How are you, Alex?
Good, how are you?
Oh, I've been in a car accident.
Dude, that's awful.
Yeah, I got Mum's car and it got T-boned by an old lady. I'm a born loser. Stop it!
I'm gonna head to work because I don't get my train.
Love, I'll give you a ring Wednesday.
He's not sure he'll get any compensation, as his car wasn't insured or registered at the time.
It was Wednesday. I had the money. Here I am on my way to registering the car that my brother finally gave up after it was out of rego. Yeah, an old lady spread through a giveaway sign and T-boned the car, wrote it off. I'm the unluckiest bloke in the world. I'm sitting here fully expecting to be evicted for no reason, or something will happen and I'll lose my animals and my house. I just give up.
This latest run of bad luck threatens to overwhelm him.
Yeah, I'm hungry.
What are you going to do about your brother?
Nothing. What can you do? He's brain dead. I'm on my own.
There are times when poverty makes an unsolvable situation even worse. Nearly 1 million disabled people live below the poverty line in Australia.
I'm taking a anti-nausea. I'm feeling really sick.
North of Melbourne, Jess's incurable disease, Ehlers-Danlos syndrome type 6, is slowly getting worse.
And this is Nurofen for my headaches that I get in the mornings.
The 21-year-old has a mild intellectual disability and also lives with autism. Mother Michelle gave up her job 3 years ago to become Jess's full-time carer, leaving them both on the poverty line.
The pharmacists, they all know us, look. We walk in, hi Michelle, hi Jessica. They all know us at the doctors, and it's good, but it's not good. But that's our life, so.
She's deteriorating very quickly all of a sudden. The back of her spine the bottom of it is all sunken in now. It's just collapsed on her. She's in severe pain. Eventually, her legs won't work at all.
Medicare doesn't cover everything, and her condition means she will need a $3,000 electric wheelchair, of which the state only covers a third.
With my situation, of course, I can't afford everything. So rather than pay some bills, I went and brought her shower chair, and that cost me $103. It was one thing that we couldn't wait any longer for, and I'm feeling bad luck. I'm just going to buy it for her. You know, I'll go without everything and anything for her. But I certainly can't afford a wheelchair.
Jess's dream is to raise at least $30,000 to get her to the US for specialist treatment. But her GoFundMe page is nowhere near that.
Bobby.
Michelle's dreams, however, are closer to home. She wants help to pay for the wheelchair.
My main goal for Jessica is to try and make her as comfortable and trying to manage her life as best as she can until the end. So last night I did a little post here. It's called Free Stuff Melbourne. I wanted to get people's attention. So my headline was Wheelie Wheelie Need Help. Get it? Wheelie with a wheelchair? Oh, I thought that was good. And this complete stranger, well, he found this, which is a hoist, it turns out, to, you know, to lift up people in their wheelchairs and into bed, because eventually Jessica's going to get to that stage. No, I can't lift her. And he was like, I'd rather someone have it who really needs it for free, you know. I was just like, wow.
Michelle has to count every cent of their carer and disability pensions. Even getting Jess out of the house to cheer her up can't cost too much.
Oh, the sun's coming out. Good.
But today, that's not a problem.
So today is Jessica's art class, her oil painting. So you'll get to meet her teacher, Doreen. She is such a lovely lady, you know.
Very kind-spirited.
Very, yeah.
Hello.
Doreen met Jess almost a year ago and doesn't charge her for lessons.
With your bird, Jess, I thought that we'd go over top
the
of that,
yellow.
so we'd hide that black, yeah.
Yeah.
I met Jess and her mum at an art show. I said to her, I said, Jess, do you do art? Do you take lessons? And she said, no, I wish I could. You know, Mum can't afford for me to take lessons. So I said, I'll teach you. She's a very special girl. I love her dearly.
Oh,
I do.
You, Doreen.
Yeah, we love you, Doreen.
I feel welcomed and loved and supported, and so I can just be myself.
Oh, that looks good.
Doreen has arranged for Jess's painting of her canary pumpkin to be displayed at a local art exhibition, and Jess is thrilled.
I don't know what the prize is, but there's like best painting in show or something. Also, people can buy it too. So, but it'll just be cool to have it hanging there in front of everybody.
Just need to shape his leg a little bit.
It's more than an art class. It's what keeps her going. She can forget about her pain for that bit while she's painting. And I said to her, you've got to live your life while you can.
Just go down with that.
It can be the kindness of strangers that makes life a touch more bearable. But sometimes something more is needed. Closer to town, Michael's growing personal troubles are beginning to overwhelm him, and he needs help.
Be right once I get some meds.
Oh, God.
Oh, I've got to see my doctor, Dr. Benny. I'm really sick with all the stress, and I haven't been this sick from stress ever. I'm vomiting and not sleeping, and anyway, it's just all got on top of me. Oh.
Dr. Benny's been the one constant in his life for the past 16 years.
Come in, Michael.
Thanks, Doc.
Take a seat.
All right.
All right, good to see you, Mike.
Nice to see you, Doc. I haven't been well.
What's the matter?
I went and picked Mum's car up from Colac. Got sideswiped in Middle Park and T-boned. And that was a bit of a shock. OK, so I didn't eat very well for a couple of days, blah, blah. Now, what's been happening with Mum's estate is I get a message on Saturday from the cousin saying she's no longer going to step down. She wants to be the executor now. Don't contact me, contact my lawyer, it says.
All right.
That finished me off, right? Since then, I've hardly eaten. I haven't been using. I haven't even been smoking hardly any pot.
So you're really upset about this, aren't you?
Oh, yeah. Anyway, I want to go on diazepam for a couple of weeks. I'm really bad at the moment.
So you said you're not using any drugs. What about alcohol?
Yes.
How much are you having a day?
Oh, 1 or 2 long necks of beer a day, on average.
You asked about diazepam. I'm very nervous about it because of the risk of overdose, especially for people on methadone and if there's alcohol on top. If we were going to use that, it would have to be sort of on a daily pickup arrangement at the chemist.
Yeah.
And maybe also, I mean, I know you're getting some support from people, but maybe you need to sort of talk it through with somebody in a bit more, because medications are not the whole answer here.
Yeah, I just feel like I'm the biggest loser in the world. And I have dreams about being homeless again. And it's
Sorry, I'm just running on empty.
Yeah. Anxiety, depression and homelessness, I think, would be some of the real issues that people are struggling with now. One day at a time.
Thanks, Dr. Benny.
It might just be that our society has become more difficult to live in.
I love you. Yeah, you're a good doctor.
There is less support, there's less family sort of cohesion. So people like Michael often feel that no one cares. I think we have to accept people more as humans. And our politics is really about excluding people, excluding the people that are different when they're struggling, where we don't care. We look after ourselves.
Michael's one of the 1.7 of the nearly 3 million who live below the poverty line in Australia and who rely on some kind of social security as their main source of income. But getting off benefits and into work is one thing. When you're homeless, it can seem impossible.
Who's going to hire a homeless person? Seriously, who's going to hire out someone who's homeless? Give me a job, I'm a hard worker. I'll run them into the ground.
It's a catch-22 Josh knows only too well in Brisbane's Inala.
Jump up there, real quick. Go, run. Run with it.
Newly released from prison, he has no job and no ID, which means no one will give him a place to rent.
At the skating rink, a place where I really don't want to crash tonight, but I got no choice. Go.
His arguing with wife Monica resulted in them having to leave his sister's house. It means their last option is the old skate rink.
That looks like someone's living there, and there's a couple of other rooms, but like just health-wise, it's real bad. There's like birds, rats, everything dead in there.
Josh's life wasn't always like this, but a fateful decision to try ice only 3 years ago destroyed everything.
You just got to be careful where you stand around here too. Needle there. I know what, I don't think that's water. It's piss. I wouldn't sleep up here but after seeing what, like the needle and that, because you don't know, they could be like, you know, in the carpet, or a little kid could come up here and fucking get pricked or...
His addiction to ice spiralled into manufacturing and dealing it. He never thought it'd get that bad.
When I was a kid, I'd refused to touch a needle and I was against it. And now look at me. It just seems like I'm going in one big circle with the housing and trying to get a place. It just doesn't seem to work. I was thinking, baby, you camp right here. I know there's glass and shit. It's probably the only cleanest spot I know, I can see.
Back rooms are dirty as.
Everything's... Oh, here's the only spot, best spot. Yeah, Nala can be a nice place and all right reputation and everything else. Just no one wants to help us. Doesn't feel like home anymore. It's gonna have to do for now, babe. Sorry it ain't no luxury palace, but...
Anything we have to worry about is at home.
Yeah, but I'm just apologising, you know, like, sorry, you know. Get out your dirty shirt and I'll dust it all back, babe. You wanna lay right here? Main breeze, fresh air. Smells like a shithole, but... Oh, well, can't complain, eh, babe?
No, I was sorry, but we used to have shelter.
The old poor Aussie backload always misses out.
It's been a week since Michael visited his doctor for his anxiety and depression. The new medication is helping, and today's a good day for another reason.
I've just gotten my superannuation money from when I worked for a couple of years, and I got $3,800 put in my bank. I've paid quite a few shops that I owed money to, paid my rent, so that's taken probably about $700 out of that $3,800. And I rang the bloke this morning about a job, and we know a lot of the same transport companies. We had a really good phone interview. He wants me to send a resume. I need some workwear. And, you know, look, I'm sick of walking around looking like a homeless person.
Michael's been allowed to access his super on the grounds of financial hardship. The 44-year-old used to be a truck driver and hopes one day to get back in the industry.
You know the biggest thing about working? It's not the money. It's actually being useful. It's having a use. Like someone needs me to drive a truck and drive some goods somewhere. So I want to get a job and I want to be able to say to a girl when I meet her, oh, what do you do? Oh, I work at such and such transport company. You know, I'm a truck driver. I don't want to say like I do at the moment, oh, what do you do? Now I just say, oh, I'm an artist, you know? Which means I'm poor, you know? I'm a bullshit artist, but not a proper artist, you know? To be a proper artist, you actually have to produce a work of art occasionally. Anyway, where are we going? We're going to the Salvos? Where are they? Oh, here they are. Come with me, let's do some shopping. G'day, how are you? We're just doing some shopping.
Okay, anything with the orange ticket is half price.
Really? Orange tickets, half price? It's always a bargain at the Salvos. Thanks for that.
No worries.
All right, man.
You just give up in the end. You wear your tracky decks everywhere. I went out last night, I wore my tracky decks. I was the only person wearing tracky decks at the Dance and Dog Cafe. Your self-esteem does suffer.
G'day.
Hi, how are you?
Oh, I'm good, love. How are you going?
I'm well, thank you.
Oh, as long as you're well. This is the sort of thing I'm looking for, cargo pants. Oh, yep, definitely buy these, definitely.
But his dream of coming off the disability pension and getting a job again is tempered by the fear his mental health will relapse.
I don't trust that I'll be stable for 2 years in a row. Something always happens to me and I have a bad 2 or 3 months, get really depressed and don't go out.
But you know what I really want? A mohair jumper.
I think my best bet is to work some casual hours, 1 or 2 days a week, and stay on the pension.
Too small, yeah.
small, yeah.
Everything, I've got long legs, I was just born that way. It sucks.
No, it doesn't suck at all, come on.
Oh, thank you, you're sweetie. You're lovely.
Thanks.
Thank you. I'll do my belt back up. Every dollar I spend, I think, I'll never have this money again for a long time. So I've got to spend it wisely. I'll get these and the ones that I put up there.
Yep, all right.
So how much do I owe you?
$22.75, thank you.
A whole new wardrobe for under $30. Not bad for a morning's shop.
I wish you all the best.
You too.
I'll see you next time. Ta-da.
But there's still a heap of his super money left over, and it's burning a hole in his pocket.
I've got a big bag of clothes here. Let's go and look at some axes. That's what I really want to do. Some axes and some amps so we can rock out.
Australia's homeless suffer from high levels of violence, not just within the homeless community, but also from members of the public. In Brisbane, Josh and Monica have just stared that danger in the face after spending a troubled night in Inala's derelict skate rink.
I didn't sleep real well. People coming down here and shit saying they were going to let gunshots off and trying to scare us off. Just cautious. Because it's just me and me girl and, you know, yeah, she can fight, but she won't be able to stop like 10 fellas jumping on me, you know? They could just throw her off, knock her out, anything.
What would you have done if they'd come over?
I'd have used this. This here. If not this, I would have used my fists.
They still don't know how long they will have to call the skate rink home.
It was cold last night, man. It was freezing. Constant wind blowing. I was thinking about putting up a barrier here so nothing blows on us overnight time. This is shit.
If we're uncover.
Yeah. The only problem is the health, and yeah, we're gonna get sick. I know, I'm starting to get sick, you can see it. It's not that hot, eh? And I'm sweating right up.
Josh is trapped in a vicious cycle and has now stopped reporting in to his parole officer.
They're gonna lock me up. Parole is gonna lock me up if I can't give them my address. If I turn around and say, I haven't got an address, I'm living homeless, they're gonna say, oh, well, then there's no point. you're going to go back to court, or wait here for a minute, and then the cops are going to come and arrest me. I'm sorry. That's why I don't really want to go to parole, babe.
He isn't worried about himself. He's worried for Monica if he goes back inside.
If I have to do time again, I have to. And when I do get caught, she's going to be shattered. Her world's going to tip upside down again. She means the world to me. She's making sure I don't go anywhere near my old mate. She's pretty much pushing me away from everyone that wants me to use and wants me to start selling again.
Just, I don't know. I'm on my last wits. We're both of us, aren't we, babe? I love you.
Love you.
What I need is an axe and an amp, you know? I miss guitar so much.
Michael's Melbourne shopping spree with the windfall from his super is in danger of snowballing.
I'm really hanging to get a guitar, but because this money doesn't come every day, I'm a little bit hesitant to spend it all on a guitar for myself because I've got 2 dogs, they've got needs, one's really old, one's really young, so I don't want to just blow the money. And looking at Strats. Strats and Marshall amps. I want a proper guitar, and that's $1,200 up. And then there's the amp. Okay, it's my money. That superannuation I worked for. I mean, I earned that money.
The main thing is just pick them all up, try and play them, see how they feel, see what suits you. And
oh, God, I love them. You've got to realise what music does for me, how much it relaxes me.
Alrighty.
It's like medication for me, music. After a jam session, I feel wonderful. I haven't thought about any problems. I haven't thought about anything from the past, anything from the future. All I thought about is just jamming the guitar. Oh, that feels good. Oh, that feels so good. Oh, it's been so long. It's $1,000 cash right now. I'll buy the white one off him. I feel selfish a bit. Maybe 25% of me thinks, well, Michael, you've got to have a life as well, you know?
He's spent $1,400 on the amp and guitar.
I'm really happy with today. I feel $1 million, you know? Went for a job and everything today. Yeah, which reminds me I've got to go and send that resume off. So, yeah, life's up and down, isn't it? You know, for all of us. You know, so it's up for me at the moment. So I'm going to go and get a coffee. So off I go. And to pervert some of the nice-looking women around here as well.
In Melbourne's outer north, Jess is psyching herself up for a special call. Unable to afford the trip to the US for specialist treatment, Michelle has organised a compromise, a Skype chat with the doctor.
Jess, nothing bad is going to happen.
It's a computer. It's hard for me.
But even that's an overwhelming prospect for the 21-year-old, who has autism and finds social interaction with strangers stressful.
I understand. But it's like when you talk to Nana and Papa on the computer.
It's completely different. I've known them for 21 years.
Yeah, I understand. I know it's someone you haven't met before. She's all the way on the other side of the world. But isn't that exciting?
Yes.
My hope would be to get her pain under control because she's in unbearable chronic pain every day. And her spine, you know, is now touching her nerve sac that's on her spine, which is causing her so much pain.
Oh, exciting. Hello.
Hello.
Hi. Nice to see you.
Nice
Hi.
to see you.
Nice to meet you.
Okay, so how can I help you?
I should explain. I have type 6 EDS with cardiovascular. I also have kyphosis, scoliosis, lordosis, POTS, and a whole 32 other medical diagnoses.
My gosh. Okay, so you've got a lot on your plate.
It'd be great if it was possible to take her to Baltimore and to see these specialists for ourselves. And they can help to manage your pain and do all the tests that they need to do there. You know, that's a hard thing because I can't afford that, you know.
Pain management is a really big issue.
I've been having seizures during the day more often now, and I dislocate, and that's really painful. My biggest hope and dream would be to get some medical help in Baltimore. It's been like really, really hard because we don't get that much money anymore.
And then you can do exercise in the water.
Yes.
Because the warm water helps keep the muscles relaxed. I don't think it's out of the realm of possibility to think about a cure.
Oh, no, indeed.
You know, it's not impossible to think about, so
Indeed.
I would hold out the hope.
Can't thank you enough for everything.
You're very welcome.
Bye.
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 At least hope comes free, but that doesn't make it easy.
Better than nothing, isn't it?
I'm just feeling a bit overwhelmed with everything. But I am really happy. I've gotten a lot more information, and I'm going to try and hopefully try some of the things that she suggested.
Michelle will need to look into the costs of specialist aqua and physiotherapy. Until then, all Jess can do is put up with the pain.
Come on, darling. All right. You can go to bed now.
I'm in pain.
Well, no, darling. Do you want to have a shower? That might help you relax your body a bit.
Guess I'll go to bed.
All right, sweetheart. We have a good rest, all right? I'll be going to bed in a minute too, okay? It's a hard battle. It's hit us pretty hard, like a ton of bricks, really. Hopefully it'll all just come together somehow.
In Brisbane, Josh and Monica have been sleeping rough in Anala's derelict skate rink for over a week now. But they did have a small victory yesterday.
Finally got to have a shower last night, and I haven't had a shower in nearly 2 weeks. Ready to rock and roll, ready to start the day with a brand new day and apply for these caravan parks and see if I get an answer back.
Even caravan parks have been refusing to rent to Josh without any ID. But he's not ready to give up yet.
We're going to go into town, go to birthdays and marriages, apply for my birth certificate, proof of age card. That's all that's really letting us down, eh? In fact, I got no photo ID. I've got to keep pushing and pushing and pushing, keep walking forward instead of walking back. Hopefully we'll be able to get a place soon. Two forms of ID and an address. They turned around and said that we needed 2 sets of ID with my name on it and a set of ID with my name and address. I'm homeless. How the f am I going to come up with an address? I feel like quitting and giving up. I can't handle it. Just can't do this anymore. I broke down twice so far this week. I couldn't handle the fact that everyone keeps rejecting us.
Josh has now definitely breached his parole by not reporting in.
If I can't do this and get my ID and get a place and everything, I'm just going to end up handing myself in. Every time I try, we're just going in one big circle, over and over and over and over.
Yes, Buckethead, yes. Yes, we've got to go to the doggy doctors. The doggy doctors for you, no money for me.
Michael's also come full circle in his home suburb of Seddon.
Whittle's got a sore eye. Come here, Whitty.
3 weeks after he got his superannuation money, the last of it is about to be spent on Whittle.
It cost $154 last week, $106 the week before, and we don't know what's wrong with it. It's all inflamed. I've kept all this medication stuff because I've got to show the landlord because my rent's due today and I don't have the money left to pay it.
And that means his pride and joy may have to go.
If I pawn them, I'll never get them back. It's a good guitar too. Grouse guitar. So, but it's upsetting because I think I said, you watch, one of the dogs will get really sick now, and I said it sort of half joking, but it's, you know, it's like when I got the car, you watch what'll happen, an old lady will wipe me off the road. It happened. You know? And, car? You know. Can't you see my point? I mean, I had a car. I had a really nice car, right? And I had it for 2 weeks. So, yeah, I got my super and it's all gone, yeah? Did I spend any of it on drugs? Did I spend a cent of it on drugs? No. Spent it on animals, bills, and I bought one thing for myself. Well, 2 things, a guitar and an amp. I mean, I've got $154 in my wallet. Now, most of that money's going to be taken now when I go to the vet. Now, it's Thursday. I don't get any more money till Wednesday. I've got no food or anything. I've had no food all week. You know, I'm just sick of it, man. Just sick of struggling all the time.
Josh is inside the one place that does know his identity. After all, Centrelink regularly pays him his benefit. It's his last hope to try and get some kind of paperwork that'll allow him to get his ID.
Just stating that I'm homeless and like I got no current address and I need my birth certificate.
So you're in their records?
Yeah, in their records and under some act in 1999. What is it? This is a note given under the Section 196 of the Social Security, yeah, of 1999. Hopefully it means that I can get my birth certificate and my ID. Hopefully then from there we can apply for a caravan or a place and have a house or a home to live in instead of living on the street all the time.
Hopefully it's one step closer again.
Next week, hopefully when I get paid, I can go into birth, deaths and marriages and get my ID. From there, hopefully we can get a place, get our own home. Make little bambinos. No, jamming, I don't know. Hopefully, yeah, no, hopefully we just get our own place and then we should be right then.
Josh knows he needs to hand himself in to the police for breaching his parole, but he's determined to find a place for Monica first.
A husband makes sure his wife is safe and right. She means everything to me. Probably to hand my form in, get all my ID up, try and get a place. And if it's stable enough, I probably will hand myself in. So I know she's right and she's got a place, a roof over her head.
All right, let's go, Woody. Let's go and spend all our money again.
In Melbourne, with the last of his super money about to be spent on Whittle, Michael could really use his mother's inheritance.
I love this dog, though.
But even when it does come through, there might not be much left.
They have to pay Mum's mortgage back and just all her bills. And then the lawyers take their money out, the executor takes their fee out, the funeral's got to be paid for. Hey, Fiona. So whatever's left then, I go halves with my brother. Not enough to, live happily ever after or anything.
I'm having a relaxing beer, because it's the last relaxing beer I'll be able to afford, until next week. So the vet can wait until they can take my $150. Are you tired, little munchkin? You tired?
Finally, there's no putting it off any longer.
Okay.
So the actual ulcer is smaller. He still has it.
Right.
But the ulcer itself has reduced in size, so that's good. But we're going to need to check him again in probably about 4 or 5 days.
I don't have any more money till next Wednesday.
That's okay.
Oh, that's in 4 or 5 days. No, that's in 6. That's in 6 days. Yeah. Okay. Good.
That's fine.
Thank you so much.
That's okay.
Thank you. Look, you're putting that back on. That's all there is to it.
Yep.
What's the damage today?
So it's 119.50.
Okay, thanks. Okay, I'll see you next week. Thanks for that. Oh, God. Come outside, Whittle. I'm going to cry. I've got no money left. Come on.
Michael's back to square one. There's no food at home, and his only option is food relief from St Vincent's.
Oh, of course. And it's past 2 o'clock. And you know what that means? If you don't ring Salvation, the St Vinny's by 2 o'clock, they can't come around. And if you ring them Friday, they don't come around till Monday. So now I've got no food, no money until Monday. So yeah, the guitar's going. Oh, Tom.
It's been several months since Kiwis Jared, Sharon and their 4 children had to leave the Koha Shed Crisis Shelter in Brisbane. Last time we saw Jared and teenagers Trinity and Tian, they were homeless on the streets of Inala.
You're not watching cartoons all day.
Sharon was living in a women's shelter with the 2 little ones, determined to break from Jared.
Hello, mummy's baby.
After months of couch surfing at friends, they're all back under one roof in Brisbane's southwest. At least for now.
We have our moments.
Yeah, we have our moments.
We have our good times and we have our bad times.
We don't have many good times, but we have
yes,
bad
we
times.
do.
We have good times when things are going Sharon's way.
Shut up.
Let's watch American Poltergeist.
Yeah, right?
No!
We were homeless when we got accepted for a house. Oh, me and the kids were staying at a motel, Sharon was staying at her friend's. I'd started working for a guy landscaping. I'd done 1 day's work and I had to hit him up for the bond. It was so embarrassing, but we had no other choice. So it was just a fluke we got in here.
This is my room, this is my bed, but I slept down here with Mum.
The couple are now drug-free. After the Koha Shed charity reported its concerns, Docs contacted Jared, but decided to take no action.
It was only a couple of months ago, but it just feels like so many years ago. That was a horrible time.
That was dark.
Oh, the Koha Shed, they were there for us when we needed help. It didn't go the way we'd planned, but they stopped us from living on the street.
Yeah.
You know, they gave us a roof. It might have been a donga. They cost us a fortune.
Yeah.
Oh, it was the most expensive donga known to man, but at the end of the day, we had somewhere to sleep.
Yeah.
The kids are at school, and Trinity's now well into year 12.
We're in a stable home and Dad's got a stable job and he's like encouraging us to do things that we want to do. He just makes me feel better. So I just got to try and keep moving forward.
Don't, Shelby, I mean it.
You won't, you're scared.
But it might all just be the calm before a new storm for the family.
I didn't think the house was on.
Jared has now come to realise his relationship with Sharon is broken. And to make things worse, his trial for serious drug offences is now just around the corner.
I don't want to be a Jared. To me, it's like if I go back, things will just be the same. I always love him, but it's not the life I want, and it's not the life he wants. I want him to be happy, and I'm not going to make him happy. But, you know, I'm doing it for the kids' sake. I don't want him missing out on Shelby and Peyton.
I feel it. No, you're mean.
But he could lose all the children if a court finds him guilty and sentences him to more than 12 months. That could lead to his immediate deportation back to New Zealand.
I don't want to go to trial. I don't want to lose my family again, you know. Like, things aren't right between me and Sharon, so all I care about is making sure the kids are all right, you know. But then, yeah, if I get deported and shit, they're fucked. Sharon won't survive. She'll be right back to how she was, with nowhere to live, and that's a shame. I don't want that to happen for her or the kids.
Pretty sure we're still sitting at the top of that roller coaster and we're just waiting to come down. Dad's going to prove to everyone that he is not what they say that he is, and that he is a good dad, and that he can do everything that all those other normal dads do, because Dad's not normal, let's face it.
But despite her optimism, Trinity's future and that of her siblings is an uncertain one.
I've just tried to do everything right, and obviously it's not working.
Don't be sorry. You're doing good. You don't need to be sorry. I love you too.
I worry about Trinity. I worry about her every day. She carries so much for this family, and I do rely on her for so much. I'd be without her. Because Sharon's just not there anymore. I just want the kids in a safe environment where they're protected and safe.
Jared's fate now lies in the hands of the courts, which will impact the whole family's future. Keeping a head above water is what Struggle Street is about for the nearly 3 million Australians who live below the poverty line. Tamara's managing to do just that. Her cleaning business is flourishing.
I believe I can fly. Yeah, yeah.
Her neighbour Alan plans to move away from Broadmeadows to where there's more customers for his gardening business.
Hey, putty cat. Meow.
Michael has a new plan to get back on his feet.
Sometimes people say what would make me happy, and I really don't have an answer for it. I know better than to say money, you know. I'd like enough money to buy a van, and that's my plan, Stan, to buy a van and walk people's dogs for it. I could do that.
For Jess, lack of money and her worsening condition means she rarely gets out of the house.
I got all the glitter on now.
Oh, you'll be sparkling.
Thanks.
But tonight, her painting of Pumpkin the Canary is being displayed at a local art exhibition.
Voila.
Bit nervous because I don't know how many people are going to be there. I don't know who's going to talk to me. But I'm very excited all at the same time. So I'm a bit shaky, but I'm also hungry. So it's a mixture of things.
Yeah, got to be comfortable. Just got to cut this elastic off.
Oh, crap. I just remembered something.
The kindness of art teacher Doreen has been a priceless gift for Jess.
I got Doreen a little 1-year anniversary card and little present. And it says, "You made such a difference in my life. Today I'm thinking of you and realising just how special you are. For the many kind words you have spoken, for the thoughtful things you have done, for the way you are always there. Thank you."
Your first art show. Woohoo! One of many to come. I hope they've got the nibblies out because I'm feeling nibbly.
I can't believe that like a year ago I set the goal and then this year I'm actually entered in it. This way.
Oh, I can see it. It's over here. Let's have a look.
Very, very in my element at the moment and I'm not feeling anything else but happiness.
Oh, look at you. Happy anniversary, Doreen.
I wouldn't have been here entered in this tonight. It's because of you, Doreen.
Yeah, that's right.
I love Jess dearly, and it breaks my heart how Jess has suffered, and her mum along with her. She has inspired me. She really has. I never hear her complain.
That is just beautiful.
What an amazing turnout, not only in terms of people, but in terms of exhibitors. Please put your name down on something if you really like it. Thank you.
Just having her painting displayed at the exhibition is enough for Jess.
Is Pumpkin your bird?
Yes, Pumpkin's my canary, and he was originally named Pumpkinhead because he had the orange on top of his head, and now the orange is going blacker, so now I just call him Pumpkin.
Okay. That's lovely.
Thank you.
Well done.
I really appreciate that.
It's lovely.
I'm quite proud of it.
That's incredible.
Thank you.
Be back in a minute.
Okay. Who's that? I don't know.
She tells me all the time, Mum, you can't give up. You know, like she doesn't give up. You know, and that's always been her motto, you know.
Look what I got. What's that?
Bottom line is I have all receipts.
Jess! I'm so happy.
Oh, wonderful, darling. Oh, I love you. Oh, my baby. I did it, Mum. You did it. You did it. I did it. I'm so proud of you.
I'm very proud of Jessica selling that painting because she's done it all on her own.
I love you so much.
I love you too, Mum.
Come here. Come on.
How she doesn't give up, and she just really inspires me to keep it going.
Goodbye, Pumpkin.
I wanted to thank you.
Oh, my pleasure.
You're very kind.
Well done.
Oh, thank you.
She's done really well.
Keep painting.
I know.
The laughter and the happiness.
Mum, my cheeks hurt from smiling.
She is an amazing person.
I think this has been the best experience I've ever had.
Oh, really?
Yeah, this
This
is absolutely great.
I'm glad we could do it for you. I really
Yeah.
am. Okay.
Bye.
I just feel brilliant. I feel like a million stars just lit up, like I'm on the moon. It can be hard not to worry because you never know what's gonna happen. Things get painful, but I cope. I've dealt with it my whole life, so I learned just to jump in the water and keep swimming.